I don't know what to do. Oh, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. People are supposed to ask us questions. We ain't supposed to ask them
It'll get
questions.
better. Did you see the Homestead pic? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I haven't really had a chance to look at it, but I will. We're subscribed to a lot of the southeastern homesteaders, and I'm super excited because we're going. Actually, we planned a trip to go to
Homesteaders of America.
So we're going there in October, and we're super excited.
Here's the question.
What's the ultimate goal? Is basically to be able to provide a more sustainable lifestyle, be able to grow our own food and be able to produce our own
meat.
Yes.
And milk.
Do we plan on making more gardening videos? Yes. There will be more videos of gardening coming out in more in August whenever I start to replant and start to pull up all the other dead plants.
For our fall crop.
Do you want to tell them what Homesteaders of America is?
I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can go by is what I've seen on other YouTube channels. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just a bunch of people that homestead go all there, and people gets the gist of what they do, and they have conferences and meetings, and they have conversations and talk to a group of people about, homesteading. It's the gist of what I understand, but as in homesteading and learning how to produce meat and butcher meat and do all that, me and Shannon, we have the knowledge to do that. So I ain't really going there to learn anything. We're going there to more
meet up with people,
meet and intermingle with people that do the same kind of lifestyle that we're, doing. So we can have more, I guess, friends along our lines that, because some people, if I tell some people that I know that what we do, they think we're crazy. But but I don't know, that there's certain things that they just don't know. But we want to our sustainable situation. We would like to have 40 to 50 acres of land. That would be great. That would be plenty enough. It wouldn't be that much in gardening, but we would use, we would get cows, and we would run meat chickens and all that stuff. But right where we live at now, we're limited on what we can do. So basically now we got chickens here where we're at. We got, I think, 9 chickens, is it?
Yeah.
Laying chickens. And we cannot, because we have a certain covenants that we can't run meat birds here. We can't do, and we can garden, but that's basically the gist of what we can do. It's a
lot of rules.
There's too many rules here being where we're located now, and we're trying to find a way out to go and find property close by, because all of our family lives in, Batesburg, Leesville, and, Newberry and Saluda County.
All right, so there's a lot going on in this chat box. Okay.
And Lexington County.
There is some people commenting this popping up underneath Sarah's, and I do not think that Sarah would say something like that. So we're very sorry because we really don't know who's asking the questions or what kind of questions are being asked.
Where's it?
Do you think that we will get goats? What do you think about goats? How do you think about having goats?
No, I don't care. I mean, it don't matter.
How do you like goat milk?
Well, I drank goat milk all when I was a kid. That's all I drank is goat milk. I mean, I haven't had it in years. I mean, but I mean, it's good. I mean, you don't want me personally going to a grocery store and buying goat milk. Nah, you milk it yourself and do it that way. It's way better that way. But you don't go to the grocery store and buy that. Just because, matter of fact, we actually tried that one time, and the goat milk didn't taste worth nothing. And
someone asked, "Have you ever butchered a chicken?"
Have we ever butchered a chicken? Yeah.
Yes, we've butchered a chicken.
We butcher and clean our own deer. I mean, everything. Pigs.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we know how to do. It's just that we're just limited right now.
We're big time hunters. We go hunting, fishing, all that stuff. And matter of fact, deer season comes in August 15th. And it's right around the corner. And that's for
we're super excited.
Yeah, that's for a couple counties over. But
Sarah said goat milk products are awesome too. Yeah, they are. I want to learn how to make goat milk soap. And Gracie loves to drink goat milk. I want to learn how to make goat milk soap. We are going to at least attempt it.
If Gracie drank the goat milk from the real goat, she wouldn't have drank the goat milk from the store when we bought it. I can promise you that.
I'm telling you. So is there anyone else that would like to ask us any questions?
We ain't done yet. We're staying on for an hour. It's only been 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
We got 3 people on here. Who we got?
Oh, I don't know who the third.
We only got 3 people on here. Come on, people, join in.
You can't just snap your fingers and they just show up.
Come on. Let me throw the fishing rod out.
Let's see. I'm just going to share it. I'm going to share this again. So that way, maybe we can get more people to chime in.
Oh, Sarah, and also with the gardening, we're also limited on how much gardening we can do here. Because when we're renting, we were pretty much told we can only garden in a certain area. We couldn't, disturb the ground in this area. So we're limited on that too. So that's the reason why we have some raised beds and not going straight in the ground. I mean, I like the raised beds because it brings it up off the ground because I'm tall. And it's way easier to get to the plants. You don't have to bend over so far. But yes, the girls help out a lot. They help out a lot, especially when I'm at work. They're pretty much doing everything all day, and then I'm working. But when I get home, if there's anything left over that needs to be done, I take over.
Horses? No, I'm done with horses. I rode horses when I was younger, and I have taken one too many falls, and really, I don't think horses.
Don't listen to her. Me personally, I love horses. I love horses, but me personally, if you have the property and you're wanting to grow your own food, you're not gonna eat a horse, and a horse is gonna eat a lot of food, just like a cow.
But you can eat the cow.
Yeah, you can eat the cow. You probably could eat a horse too, but it's not. People don't do that. But yeah. And matter of fact, I did. I had my own horse for a good many years, and I ride, and I still got a Dixie Roper saddle. I got a roping saddle. I had a quarter horse.
Yeah, we're not.
And I used to ride horses all the time, everywhere. Before I got a driver's license, and matter of fact, up until about 5 years ago.
Yeah. It says, what's the hardest job to do? Around here, Gracie said, please about the horse.
Gracie, you got a good heart. We'll see. It's gonna be a quarter horse though. Quarter horse is where it's at.
Can't give her what she wants. What's the hardest job to do? Well, really, the jobs aren't hard. It's basically the kids. Well, and it's not even hard. Just getting them to do their chores and helping out, because this day and age, a lot of kids don't want to get up early in the morning and go do the garden, or get up and go outside and mess with the chickens. And it's basically, a lot of it has to do with getting your kids involved. And I think that is like the hardest thing. Would you build a greenhouse? Yes, we are going to have a greenhouse. I have always wanted one, and we will have one. We're going to have a big one.
Matter of fact, even on the raised beds, through this past winter on the raised beds.
Yeah, we grew food.
We grew food in the garden, just putting, some wire over top and laying some plastic over top of it. And it was like a small greenhouse over top the raised beds. It worked perfectly fine. What do we have? We had kale, we had lettuce, we had, what else we had? I think we had some onions. We even had onions. What else?
Broccoli.
Yeah, broccoli, cauliflower.
Yeah, we grew a lot.
Yeah, we grew a lot, and that helped out a lot.
Are we interested in solar energy?
Yes, I am. I want to be off grid. I want to be completely self-sustainable, off grid. The least of the bills, the better.
Now, as far as the off-grid goes, okay, I am not supportive of clearing 600 acres just to put a solar panel field. If someone wants to be productive and put
matter of fact, it's 650 acres.
Well, still the same thing. That's a lot of acres. But if someone wants to be productive and put solar panels on their house or on their barn, I support that 100%. But
or
there's
just supplying themselves. Basically, solar panels to supply your household. Do it at your own free will. Not have electrical corporation put up solar panels for the whole county or the 3 counties that are remaining around the solar panel field. Me and her don't agree on that. If you want to have solar panels, put them in your own yard, set up your little station area, and do your own solar that way. Don't have big companies come in there and set up a solar panel field for the whole metropolitan area. You know what I mean? Or the whole, county, and that county supply electricity to this county, and that county will have to buy it from this county. I think I don't like that idea.
Yeah, because whenever they did that big solar panel field over there in Batesburg, Leesville, or right outside for Saluda County.
Now, Saluda County
took up a lot of acres, and it's unreal how much damage has been caused to my family's pond.
Well, it's not just the pond. I mean, it's the
The
whole.
wildlife. The
It's the whole.
wildlife
Well,
can't
the
even
wild.
travel through there no more.
Yeah, the wildlife ain't going to be able to travel through there, or if they're going to be jumping a 10-foot fence, they might be stuck in there for all you know. But that you got. I mean, hopefully the wildlife will all come to where we go deer hunting at. That'll be great. Because I mean, the property of the solar panel field borders the property of our family's farm, and that's a good chunk of land there.
What's the biggest mistake that you've made so far that others should avoid? The biggest mistake that I've made so far is not trusting myself and not doing this sooner.
Well, we did.
We did a little garden we did it right before Gracie got hurt.
When we actually lived, and that was in Batesburg, Leesville. When we lived in Batesburg, Leesville specifically.
Yeah, but that was this little garden. But we're talking about bigger scale.
Well, that's the garden was pretty big. I mean, it was about 50 by 100. I mean, it was pretty decent size for,
Yeah.
But I mean, technically, you would like to have 30 acres of garden. It'd be nice, and then you can at least make money off the produce. You can do it in a big size,
but the biggest mistake, is not trusting myself, and also not trusting God. You got to trust God that He will provide for you, and He will put things in your path that is for the best.
And you need to. What was the other one? I lost my train of thought here.
I did too.
Go down. You want to leave? Do you want to live? Leave the land.
When we get our own land that is bigger, yes, it will stay in the family. It will. These girls.
Hopefully, we get enough land. The girls can have their own house right there on the land. Honestly, I'll be honest with you.
The girls
that'd be great.
Yeah,
that would be so great because a lot of people try to stick together, and which that is good. You always got help for each other because this day and time, there ain't too many people out there that's just going to give a helping hand. I mean, granted, me and her, we love to give a helping hand. If somebody needs help, all people got to do is call me up. I will be there at your beck and call, and I'll do 110% of my work for you. And that's all I'm willing to do that. And she's willing to do that. My kids are willing to do that. To help each other out. But, you help one out, you should be expected to help back. There's been a lot of times in the past that I've helped a lot of people out. And to this day, I've actually asked for some help from them to help me back. And I never got nothing in return. You know what I mean? I'm not mad about that. I'm still happy that I helped them out because I did a good deed, and that meant a lot to me to help somebody out. But, it's they're the ones that were in the wrong of not, they said they were too busy, this and this and this, and which is understandable. But, I asked them at the time, I was, this is along a different line of work, but at the time, I wasn't in a rush to do it. I just called and I was like, well, when you're available, give me a call. And that's been 6-7 years ago. And I still haven't had a phone call. So I just gave up on it. And I did it myself anyway. It just took a little bit more time. But other than that, yeah.
Will you go to farmers markets to sell produce and products? When
we hopefully
I build a clientele with my soap, yes, I will venture out to farmers markets and everything else. I want to.
You want to do that?
Yes, I actually do.
You can make a roadside stand.
Well,
That's
I know
why I
that.
think you just do a roadside stand. You're probably better off. Then you don't have a farmer's market around here. You get to go to Columbia.
And then it says, "Have you ever seen Homestead Rescue?" No, I haven't seen Homestead Rescue. I've heard a lot of people talking about it, and I really do want to see it. We might try to look it up.
What is that now?
Homestead Rescue.
Well, people
It's
come in
where-
to help you.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
where
what
people
that's.
come to your house and actually, or come to your homestead's rescue. If your homestead is going down in the dumps, there's other homesteaders that will come out and help you.
Yeah, it's like Justin Rhodes and Holler Homestead. All them helped that
That guy that had cancer.
the guy that had cancer, and they let their stuff go to. They weren't able to take care of their stuff, and they come to the rescue. We watched a video on their channel about that. And who else was it in that? Soda Land was in that one. They're all out of North Carolina, but we are members to Abundance Plus through Justin Rhodes. We are members, and we've been members for a while. And that you got to pay a membership fee for that, and you get a lot of up-to-date stuff on that, on the whole homesteading stuff with that. So it's worth it. It's worth the money for that.
We will watch it. Do you make products with antlers, furs from animals? I actually have a bobcat from last year's season still in the freezer, and I don't know if it's any good. It's actually
good.
it's the skin. Okay, I didn't put the whole bobcat
That's
in
the
the freezer.
fur. It's actually the fur.
Well, it's the fur. But I want to learn how to skin it, but I don't want...
I'd skin it.
Skin it? Tan it? Was that what it's called?
Tan it. Yeah. I mean, we haven't really tanned things. I mean, I know you're supposed to, I think, use salt or some kind of method. It probably ain't got hard to learn, but during deer season, she killed a bobcat, and it was a decent sized one. And she's like, "What do you want me to do with it?" I was like, "Well, skin it out, and we'll tan the hide and
we just haven't
and hang it on the wall." Matter of fact, I got one hanging on the wall right over there.
I'll show you.
I mean, there's one hanging on the wall right over there. And it's been years ago since we've done that one. But I can't remember. I'll be honest with you. It's been so long. I think I was 18 years old or something. And I'm 42 years old now. So it's been so long, I can't even remember what we used to do that.
And our antlers, we have antlers. I just stick them on a shelf as decoration. Yes, I have deers on the wall, but I'm not doing no more deer heads. It's just
we're gonna get
crazy,
we're gonna get skull mounts. We're gonna do skull mounts. The next ones we get. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 deer heads in here, and then we got over there on the shelf. We got, I don't know how many antlers.
I want my husband to make me, since he's so good at it, I want him to make me a antler. What's the thing that goes over the
a lamp? I would like to do an antler lamp.
No, over the fireplace, the mantelpiece. I want him to make me an antler mantelpiece out of nothing but antlers, just to go over there, just for looks over the fireplace.
I would like to have a lamp with the antlers in it. I've seen them you can buy, but I don't know if it's just fake antlers. I don't think they're real.
Yeah. This is, I think that would be so awesome.
Read it.
I think that would be so awesome. You can expand your income revenue by using all the parts, and you can Rustic decor is very trendy. Yes. So
Yes,
we're
it takes a lot of skill to do that, though. It takes a lot of skill. I mean, granted,
patience.
I do have a lot of skill and a lot of patience, but and I'm very tedious with things, but I don't making things out of deer antlers. I ain't no. I'll be honest with you, I never really done it. So I was around a friend of mine that used to make knives and put deer antlers on them. So I know about that situation, but as in hooking them to this one and hooking them to that one, I mean, my guess is use a drill bit and a small screw. I mean, I don't know, but see, the thing is, then you would see the screw head. So you would have to countersink the screw head and then use some kind of filler to cover the screw head. That's the only idea I got about making any kind of lamp or hooking antlers together.
It says, do you plan on growing wildflowers? You can use resin and drill photo frames.
We do plan on doing wildflowers. As a matter of fact, she's got some out there, but the rain washed them down the hill. So they're growing in the neighbor. They're growing in the neighbor. Yeah, they're growing in the neighbor's yard.
So no, right now I can't even grow wildflowers. Yes, I planted like 3 packets of wildflowers in a bed, and not one of them come up.
And that does.
They're all next door on the neighbor's property.
It does. Yeah, it does help to attract the bees and all them. Because in the future we would probably get beehives maybe to make our own honey, but that's probably far into the future. But as in, but yeah, the flowers would attract the bees more towards the vegetables in the garden.
Now, is there any other questions?
Do you have a plan on growing? Yeah, okay, that's the last one.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Gracie, you still on there? I haven't seen her pop up in a little bit.
Yeah, I think she actually got off.
It's all right. Let's keep it going. I mean, I'm
yeah,
having
it's just
fun.
us and Sarah.
I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it.
This is going to be a great topic for dinner tomorrow night. Chris said, how long does it take to make a garden bed? Well,
good job, Gracie. I love that question.
It depends on what kind of garden bed you want to make. Now, if it's a simple and easy garden bed that's not huge and actually cut down to half the size, then yeah, it's very easy. The hardest part is filling, like putting the dirt and finding the dirt and the compost and everything to go into the garden
wood,
bed.
You know, the chunks of wood you fill the bottom of it with like leaves, you know,
and rotted wood, like old wood that will help decay it faster.
Yep, and then that's compost. It'll turn to compost and turn to dirt eventually. But then the thing is, after like 6-8 months, you put all that, you put the amount of dirt and compost in there where you want the garden to be at inside that raised bed. The stuff on the bottom is going to deteriorate. So eventually it's just going to work its way down. So we need to add more stuff to our raised beds now. We do that a little bit at a time with our compost. But Gracie, that the bed by the well, to whoever's listening, the bed by the dog pen in our videos, it took me 30 minutes to build that thing, and it's 3 foot, 3 foot, 3 foot by 10 foot. It might have took 30 minutes, and that's actually pulling the boards out of a stack of board pile and cutting them all to size, and getting your poles for the inside, cutting them to size so you can screw everything to everything, and then setting it in its location. It took about 30 minutes. It don't take no time to build a raised bed, as long as you got the material.
Levi wanted to join us.
Say
hi.
Say hey to Sarah and Gracie. Hey. Mama, he's gonna drop that phone and break it. That's what he's gonna do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank y'all, and we are gonna go ahead and end this. We are gonna go ahead and end this, and y'all have a wonderful night, and y'all take care.
Thank you for the questions.
And we'll see y'all on the next one.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do this maybe once a month, just to see where the people are at and what people want to know. But I appreciate everybody that's been on here, and we appreciate doing this. And I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
I enjoyed talking about all that.
Y'all have a wonderful day, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.
Well, it's evening. It's evening.
Oh, it is evening. Bye.
All right. Bye. Bye, everybody. God bless.